At the confluence of the three rivers is Acrisure Stadium. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Panthers offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the maestro of this offense. A couple of big-time signal callers on display. We expect a lot of points to be put up in this one. Running inside, it's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Dropping back, it's Rose. Snagged out of the air. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. A matchup that we're going to lock in on, left side of the line, and whether they can keep this edge rusher at bay. Leaves it with the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll run play action. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. After run, now throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Panthers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That's caught. It's Jordan. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space. It's Craig. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Arizona in a hurry.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Man, I go back to him again too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Quarterback got it himself. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39 and a really nice pickup there.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Turns it on at midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Rose. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The give to the back. Hard running there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Turner. There's a crease. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll go to the counter. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Arizona right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Back to pass, it's Fafita. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Swings it out to his running back. Could not make his way to the corner. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Panthers. Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Gallagher. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Fafita. Got his man. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Craig. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run to the right. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Now the play fake. Under fire. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Rose. Escapes the pressure going right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Pitt calls it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun. Grabbed in the middle, it's Turner.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He'll pull it down inside the 45. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 7 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Fighting Irish, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West. Now over to your game inside Acrisure Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Gives it on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. After that run, picked up the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense round to the
backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fafita trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Arizona in a hurry.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Going to the run, it's Craig. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Running inside, it's Craig. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Arizona lines up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Takes a handoff. It's Turner.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Rose. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. They'll give it to him again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. Off play action. Got his man. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. There's some room. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires downfield. Got a man in the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The give. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. So at this point, I expected them to go for it here. Instead, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Got a man, it's Lee. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The Panthers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air, it's Rose. Hauls it in.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They want that clock to run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room, it's Wright. Jumped on top of the pile. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Rushes on him. He's got it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Turner. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Scanning the field, it's Rose. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route.
Snatches it on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Fafita. Oh, they're after him. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Turner. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Line getting set on 2nd down. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.